My name is James Williams Jr. It's Scum Family number 2, and this is actually the final video before I go to work. Alright, so I've had this conversation with people who are hyper religious. That's right, I said hyper religious. I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people who are religious, and if you are hyper religious, you probably don't want to watch this video. Alright, because I'm going to be real honest, blunt to the point. There will probably be cussing in here, and this isn't for children. So let me first start off by saying I do believe in God. My faith is questionable, but I do believe in God. And I'm going to tell you why I said my faith is questionable, because at one point in my life, when I prayed for shit, I actually got it. Like almost immediately. Like almost every time I prayed for something, in less than 2 days, I got it. So like, it was like me and God had a special relationship. I prayed for something, and within 48 hours, He would make it happen. Now, somewhere between 2008 and my father's death, the phone call stopped. No matter how hard I prayed, no matter what I prayed for, I got the finger. Right? So like I said, my faith is questionable. I'm an honest man. I still pray for things. I haven't come remotely close to getting them. I think I may have got glimpses of the prayers being answered, but as for a full-on answer, nope. But I will say this. I still pray. I still believe. And that's that. Now, I have talked to a lot of people who are religious. So you, if you're religious, please turn the channel now. If you're religious and you're strong enough to deal with this, then hang in there by all means. But if you're not, and you're hyper-religious and you don't want to have anything to do with this, that's fine. Because I'm about to drop a deuce on you on some religious stuff. And it's going to piss people the fuck off. Alright? Because a lot of people who are religious are God-fearing. Let's stop right there. I'm a God-fearing man. I am afraid of God. I am so scared of God that I am not going to do anything wrong. I think you guys got this shit a little bit twisted. God is all-powerful. Yes, God is the strongest entity in the known and unknown universe. Yes, you believe in God. I do. And if you do, then cool. But here's the one thing that I'm going to say, and it's going to piss you all off, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not afraid of God. Here's the reason why. The good Lord does not want you to be afraid of Him. The good Lord wants you to love and respect Him the way He loves and respects us. And if you are afraid of God, then do you really know God? Do you really know the God that you serve? If He is all forgiving, the last thing that you should be is afraid of Him. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into biblical stuff, because I don't want to be wrong, and I'm not without sin. I'm pretty sure that I would probably get every damn biblical quote that ever existed completely wrong. Alright? So, to save myself the ridicule of being wrong, because I could be wrong, I don't think that the person that gave life to every living being and species on the planet, and the one mistake that I believe that God made, and I'm probably going to die and go to hell like twice for that, was God created the devil. A lot of you religious nutballs tend to forget that the devil was God's first angel. Not Michael, not Gabriel, not Ezekiel, or any of those other angels that I've misnamed from the show Supernatural. But in real life, Michael was the second. Lucifer was the first. Depending on your religion, because some people who are not Baptist call Lucifer Christopher. Alright? It was fucked up when I learned that too. It's like, who the fuck is Christopher? So it's like, I was taught in the Baptist church that his name was Lucifer. And apparently, since he has a TV show, apparently his name is Lucifer. Now, is Christopher like another name for Lucifer? Or was his name Christopher? I have no fucking idea. But I do know that turning Lucifer into the devil, in my opinion, was the only mistake God ever made. Because He gave this entity total domination over us. And to quote The Usual Suspects, as I always do, because it's the best line in any movie ever, but it's also the truth. The only thing the devil ever had to do was prove to mankind that he did not exist. And look at the world. That is the best line in any movie that I've ever seen. and I wait for that movie. I can't remember what actor says it, and now I'm gonna have to find it now and watch it again. But whatever actor says it, it is the best line ever in a movie. And you don't have to like it, but it's true. And I said to myself, when you think about that line, and when you think about how it was said, where it was said, there's no denying that that shit is 1000% the truth. Now back on topic. I don't fear God. I fear I may go to hell because I'm not a saint. By any means, I will never be a saint. Unless God came down here in front of the entire universe and deemed me a saint, that shit ain't never gonna happen. But I'm an honest man. I do not fear God. I know I can't whoop God's ass. I know that no matter what I say and whatever God throws at me, that I have no chance of hell of going up to the pearly gates, busting a ninja flip over St. Peter, flipping over the pearly gate, running past all of the archangels, and double slapping Gabriel with both of my hands, the front and back side, pow, pow, picking up his horn, going to God's ear, and blowing the motherfucker. That shit's not gonna happen. When I die, I'm gonna be a quivering ball of mess at the pearly gate, praying that God has forgiven me for all of my sins, especially the shit that's come out my mouth and the actions that I've done to let me in. I will be that guy that's in that one corner by himself saying, God, please let me in. I know I've done a lot of wrong. I tried to atone. I failed. I failed you. I failed me. Just let me into heaven. I don't care if you put me in the dirtiest corner of heaven. I'm in heaven. And I will be happy there. Now, for those who fear God, how can you fear the Creator? You're not supposed to fear the Creator. You're supposed to love and respect the Creator. It wouldn't hurt if we all followed the rules of the Ten Commandments, which we don't. I'll be the first to tell you. I have broken some of those commandments. I have broken the thou shalt not steal. I've stolen from my mom. I've probably stolen, things from jobs that no one would miss, like paper clips and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I probably have because I clean for a living. And sometimes there's no trash can. I'll put the shit in my pocket and forget it's there and walk right on out there. Hell, I've done that on my job that I have now. I get one extra trash bag so I can double up. And if I don't have to double up and I forget that damn thing in my pocket, I'll find it when I get in the car. I won't find it until I get my ass home. But I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's taking a trash bag from a job. Now, there have been things like staples and shit. I'll pick them up, put them in my pocket. They're used. They're all bent up and stuff. But the shit can fuck up the vacuum. So I'll sit on the floor, I'll pick it up. Same thing with paperclip. I'll pick it up, I'll slap it in my pocket. Now I'm getting into the habit of putting them on tables. Which means when I come back in the next day to clean, I'll probably wipe the shit back on the floor and suck it up in the vacuum. I've done that. It's probably why we've gone through so many vacuums at my job. But if you fear God, you need to, one, go back and read your Bible. Two, you probably should go to a church and ask the preacher to douse you with holy water and then drink it. I've done that. I have a preacher at my job. He doesn't like the fact that I have him bless my water and then I drink it. But yeah, sometimes I just feel I need that extra protection. But it's not because I'm afraid of God. It's because I'm afraid of the things that God has unleashed upon this world due to letting the devil exist. And being God can't be easy. But the way I see it, if I was God, and that'll never happen, but if I was God, the first thing I would have done was never created the devil. I would have just popped him out of existence and let humans to their own devices. Because if we don't know evil, and we don't teach our children evil, then there is no evil. And if there's no evil, there's peace. However, that shit didn't happen. Because God gave us the right to have a choice when He created the devil. See how that worked out? Now, if you do fear God, I know one part of the Bible that I will never get wrong. So I'm going to say that right now. The good book, the Bible says, that there shall be no God before me. That's probably about the only thing that can piss God off is that you believe in any other God than God Himself. Alright? And especially if you hold them higher than God, like the Greek gods and the Scandinavian gods, you know, the people that Thor's from. Now, I like Greek mythology. I like Scandinavian mythology. There's no living proof that Thor, Hercules, Samson, and Jesus have all met, and maybe they all have on a different plane of existence. But at that same time, I can't prove it or unprove it. So, what do you do? But I will not fear God. Now, when I die, I will fear where the hell I'm going when that day comes. I also fear how I'm going to die. I don't really fear it like if I'm going to die in my sleep. That's probably the worst because I would I hope that if I die in my sleep, I don't feel anything. I just wake up either in heaven or hell. Preferred heaven, not hell, because hell's internal suffering, and I've suffered enough right here on earth. Now, if I'm in a car wreck, or if I get shot or stabbed, I want to just die. I don't want to fucking feel the pain. I just want to be like, alright, instant death. Can't beat it. You know, just like, boom, don't know what happened. Wake up in heaven or hell. I can live with that. Or afterlife with that. But when you fear God, and I say this respectfully, when you fear God, you don't know God. And that goes to all you preachers, and all you skeptics, and all you hyper-religious people. When you fear God, you honestly don't know God. God doesn't want you to fear Him. God wants you to love Him and respect Him. You can't love something that you are afraid of. It doesn't work that way. I'm James Williams Jr. Keep that in mind. And if you don't like it, I'll kick your behind. Come for Havoc number 2. BC and you.